Imagine somebody actually just executing you and discarding you in front of a whole group of people, and absolutely everybody you know is involved in this church and situation but me. So, all of my psychologists, all of my exes, all of my family are all part of this church to make sure she is a pedigree of society, and I'm protesting this as a genocide and its actual real disgusting control, abuse and violence, because you've made a whole lot of retailers into a bunch of high society class pedigree girls. Well, I got trapped with so much abuse and torture and denied the right to everything, and you're actually having these clubs downstairs with pages and pages of people beating my face is ugly, and it's like, I'm not trying to be pretty though. I'm trying to have privacy. And why is every one of my homes always invaded by these Muslim girls? You try to tell me that they want peace. They don't want peace. They're invading my homes. They're making sure I don't have peace. They're making sure that it's always her that has a high value price. What kind of a life is that where I'm getting injected with digital ID and GPSs in my eyeballs so that this girl can always make sure I don't have love? Both those girls. There's a blonde group of girls that are annihilating me and her. And my complaint about the organisation of these women that are claiming that they are pedigrees and really loved in society and trying to erase me by using James Stevens and whoever else is those three men, Sam Meta. The thing is she is very, very creepy to be harassing absolutely every man that I've ever known to be campaigning on her side. And why are they monitoring me daily? This is gang stalking and abuse, and it's so I don't owe anybody an explanation of my healing journey. My stomach's been abused. I've had abusive mold. Why are you putting me on a clock with creepy men like Sam Meta watching me in my room bullying me? It is an abuse. It is a violation of my human rights, and I'm tired because a lot of people said here that my landlord's bullying me, that I'm too ugly for a fucking boyfriend. I'm the ugliest woman in the whole world. And it's like, do you know, I've heard this for 3 years now, even in the mental health ward. So I'm calling ethics. You think they're pedigrees and moralistic, but ethics. Where's my rights? You all are in a church bullying me, and I'm asking for the church to be pulled down, because you can't have a group of retail sales girl into superstar good girls and then I'm being thrown in the trash when my life was about supporting other women. And it is, and it's I don't like that these women are actually just erasing me. Because if it was a democracy, I would have had my mother's support, but you came and kidnapped me, the military, and have just put me to death because I don't have any rights. I would never, ever allow James to come in here because I've gone through violence. Why would I want to go? Why would you bring him into my house? It is so disgusting what you're doing. It is against humanity. The very thing that you stand for is the biggest hypocrisy. The purity and the virginal claims and the holy path and the holy grail and the pedigreeness is so, but you're actually lying to the world. You were retail assistants. You basically conned a man to pay for everything and put them into contracts through this French group, and you're basically every home I've gone to, France has invaded me and thrown me into the rubbish and made sure that I'm racially segregated. So it's like, you know, Amanda's throwing me into the rubbish, she's throwing me into the rubbish, but your whole business is my life. So what do you expect from me? You act like I'm a weirdo, but I don't have anyone to talk to because you girls for 3 years have campaigned to only love you on these watches. And India just keeps blowing up the communities that I'm nuts and I just talk to myself. There's anti-Semitism of the memes. I'm totally vulnerable and I'm asking, why are all of my emails to United Nations not taken seriously because of the American military? Clown. Like, all in my diary, some guy called Harkin in Sweden said that there was some festival and I was claimed as a clown of my ex-partner. So it's like, if I'm going to be treated like a donkey, who protects me? I deserve protection. You are destroying absolutely everything in my life. Nobody, if I've had abuse, you have no ethics to be claiming that I'm ugly for a boyfriend when you are in all these different channels like TMC and the music industry. Why would you be filming somebody? That's fucking abuse. Stop filming people illegally. Like, it's so abusive. And to really cut somebody's vagina to push out the clitoris to make it a penis, there's something really seriously. You cannot claim one person's a pedigree and then wield violence, home invasions, attacks. There's something wrong with the corrupt government here. It is abuse.